So it's the 14th of January 2022. I've just stepped outside because it is 30 degrees in my house. I have air conditioning, but it's the evaporative cooling, and if you don't get it on early enough, it doesn't do much. Thankfully I have a ceiling fan, so that's something. I spoke to my doctor this morning and I've had my mood stabilizers increased again, so I'm now at double the strength I was on 2 weeks ago. And as I said to my doctor, I was like, I don't feel depressed, I don't know really what's wrong, I just feel stuck. And then I explained to her sort of what I'm trying to organise with the stuff from uni and where I'm at and how I've been feeling. And basically she just let me know that I'm basically putting myself into this super overwhelm, which really, when I've stepped back from it now, I can see is mad. It is the 14th of January and I'm not enrolled until July. Obviously anyone that follows my posts or my blogs would know that I have a minimum mark I need to get on the last 4 remaining units of my psychology core units, if that means I'm going to get into honours, and I really want to get into honours, so I will be studying obviously far in advance because I have the material from having enrolled and having to discontinue due to health issues. But I have been in a funk this week to the point where, except for the fact that I haven't smoked a joint by myself, because it's the only thing I've actually stuck to for the things I said I wasn't going to do. So I went as long as I possibly could, but on Monday, and it is now Friday, so I obviously must feel some part of shame or something because I haven't mentioned it until now, but I did go and get an e-vape because, I don't know, well, I did. What can I say? I made it until Monday and that got the better of me. And I'm someone who managed to stop smoking ice purely from mind over matter, and yet the e-vape got to me. But as the doctor once told me some years ago, smoking is probably the least of my issues. And I really don't want to be a smoker or an e-cigarette vapor or whatever it is. But I'm just focusing on fixing one part of me at a time, or as many parts of me at a time as I can. And I'm not going to beat myself up for buying the vape. It has hit me today though that there could be a big part of being so isolated that could be making me feel the way I am, like questioning everything, questioning my friendships, getting angry when people try to gaslight me. I mean, anyone's going to get angry at that, but just I haven't been feeling like myself. And yet I definitely don't feel like that version of me from years ago who is very mentally, or was very mentally unwell. I mean, I do deal with an awful lot of stuff, but 9 out of the 10 times I think I actually hold myself pretty well together. And you definitely wouldn't know by meeting me that there was anything wrong with me, except that maybe I talk too much. But so, I mean, except for the couple of times I've seen someone at the dog park, I haven't seen anyone in 14 days, except a doctor, and I don't really think that counts. So I was talking to my sister, and she was meant to work tomorrow night and isn't anymore, and so I'm going to go up to see my family and stay up there. I asked if I could perhaps stay a couple of nights just because I just need to be around some people. They have acreage, which is good, or 1 acre I should say, and I can bring Boss. My sister did say to me, she was like, how's Boss going to be under the house with Zoe, because their dog sleeps outside? And I was like, well, technically Boss will be fine because Boss is a dog. On the other hand, Boss is so spoiled that, as anyone that follows anything that I write or say would know, Boss sleeps right next to me. So there's a good chance he will cry and moan and annoy people. So I have said to my sister that the worst case is I will put a mattress in the back of my wagon with my dog going insane somewhere behind me. There he is. But I did say I would put a mattress in the back of my wagon if it comes down to it, so that nobody has to listen to that while they're trying to sleep, because Boss is so used to being around me. He gets really sicky if he's left by himself. So I'm really happy that I'm going to my sister's, and I'm really happy that my dog can come. And even though I've had a really good cry again today, I am feeling so much better now that I'm realizing that even though there's no part of me that feels lonely, I do think I crave human interaction more than I realize, because yeah, I feel like I'm going mad not having seen anyone except someone at the dog park for 14 days. But that's where I'm at. I'm going to go back to watching Netflix because I've just started the 3rd season of Manifest and I am utterly hooked. So yeah, that's me for today. Peace and love, everyone, guys.